Ryder of Kalamazoo Hackett is the leader in Division 4 after shooting an opening round 71. He's paired with Zach Pruss. They golf head-to-head. We've got highlights. Oakland Christian Zach Pruss knows what it's like being a Division I golf medalist. He won this event in 2010 as a sophomore as a member of Lutheran Hills Northwest. 2 years later, he puts himself in position to win a second crown after posting an opening day 74 at MSU's Forest Acres Golf Course in East Lansing. He calmly plays the par 3 7th to par, but loses ground to Ted Ryder, who makes birdie in his group. He was also second after day one, trailing only Kalamazoo Hackett's Ted Ryder, who played to a 1-under par 71. The first round standings found 10 players within 7 strokes of Ryder. Chip Blood was third after day one as he played as an individual qualifier and opened with a 75, but he was wild off the tee and carded a second round of 80 and faded to an 8th place finish. David Bucco of Saginaw Nouvelle shapes a solid shot on the par 3 9th. His par showed solid play, and his 200 par 70 was a low round of day 2. Joel Sneed of St. Mary's helped his team win the team crown with pars on 2 different par 3s, and this freshman gains valuable experience for his team.
The pins were in a lot more accessible hole locations today. Like yesterday there were like 10 back pins, and today there weren't very many, so that made it easier.
He carded scores of 75 and 74. His teammate Paul Bardenhagen was frustrated with his bogey on number 10, but he finished in 7th place. 2 other Oakland County golfers distinguished themselves. John Van Noord, a sophomore from Oakland Christian, was solid. His solid tee shot found the front slope of the green on number 7. He elected the chip instead of use his putter, and his decision pays off. He makes birdie and put together rounds of 78 and 77 and finishes in a tie for 8th place. David Smith of Clarkston Everest Collegiate was 1 over par after the first 9 holes on day 1, but he played bogey golf the rest of the day en route to an 84. He played much better on day 2 and followed up with a 76. On number 10, he hits it into the trees and plays a perfect pitch and run back onto the fairway and nearly holes out his 3rd shot and ends up with par here. His 160 overall gave him 3rd place among the individual qualifiers, and he tells us about his day 2 improvement.
I was just trying to save par, wasn't looking for anything special, just trying to get it in the middle of the fairway and try and get up and down from there.
In all, Ted Ryder's pair of 71s was good for his first Division IV medalist honors. While some athletes are not good with a lead and then sleeping on it, Ryder is not one of them.
To be honest, I wasn't really that nervous. After the first hole I was fine. I got off to kind of a shaky start. I kept getting up and down for pars, and then hitting that birdie putt was definitely a big for me because it got me to 2 under, so I felt more confident going into 8 and 9, the harder holes on the course. So that was big for me. I thought that I needed to make that putt in a way just to boost the confidence a little bit. I knew the guys around me were shooting good scores, so I was really happy with it. I wasn't too nervous over it, so put a good roll on it.
Pruss said he has enjoyed his time playing high school golf, but will move on and play for Cornerstone Golf with teammate Tyler Coyne next year.
So yeah, I think I'm definitely ready to move on. It was a good way to go out.
So Ted Ryder wins his first medalist honors at the MHSAA Division IV Championships. His Kalamazoo Hackett golfer shot a pair of 71s over Zach Pruss, who finishes his medalist career at Oakland Christian with a pair of 74s. For MI Prep Zone Sports, this is Joe Akers reporting.